Hello, hello. Let's see, just getting my stuff set up here. Welcome everybody for some Rocket Rumble development time. There we go. Music going. Desktop, volume's off. Excellent. All right. Let's go. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Thanks for joining me. Back to Rocket Rumble dev time. I've been doing that for a little bit because of the thing that we did, Steam Next Fest, so pretty nice to be back to it. Sorry for my fog here. I'm just setting up some stuff. All right. Cool. Yeah, I finally got my Unity open. I had a pretty crazy time earlier. It's still kind of going on a little bit, so I'm just Unity didn't want to open for me today. And so I deleted my library, did the usual Unity thing, and it's back. But anyways, there's a bunch of conflicts and stuff now. So stupid. Anyways, I am here. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna get back to working on the Pirate Cove today. Eventually, I got some exciting stuff that I got in, and some other stuff that Ian sent me. So I'll be putting that in there. Should be good. I got my camera all set up finally with proper settings, so it should be more in focus and prettier today. All right. Sorry, it's gonna take a little bit just to kind of update. I just want to get rid of the errors so I could actually play. In the meantime, what else can we do? Not much, I guess. Ian sent me some new tentacles, so with Pirate Cove, I'm gonna have some tentacles slapping the track while you're racing. I had some temp ones that I set up, but he made me some really nice ones, so I'm looking forward to try those out. I'm just kind of getting rid of all these script errors here. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you have a good Monday. I had a pretty great weekend. It was crazy hot here in Ontario. I went to a pool party yesterday, which is awesome. Friends of ours have a pretty sweet pool, and they invited us over, and now we're actually allowed to go visit people, so I went and did that, which was cool. Got to see some human beings again, which is always nice. Been a little while before I saw... Been a while since I've hung out with some humans. Oh, all right. It's going. It's going. Shouldn't be much longer. It's on to prefabs now, so it's just kind of running through the metas, I think. What else are we gonna do today? I gotta take some renders of tracks as well, which maybe we'll do that on the stream. We got some time, so should be good. Right. Yeah, what else? I guess I haven't talked to you guys since the Steam Next Fest. That went pretty well. I had a pretty good time doing that. Had lots of people play, and had a pretty good experience. I think the game went over pretty well. We had quite a bit of people check it out. We did a couple of these streams on Steam, simultaneously as on Twitch as well. But those were really cool because they were like featured by Steam. So we had like 10,000 views the one day, which was pretty wild. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, now we're going. Going to be announcing our release date for early access soon, so that should be pretty exciting as well. All right, Unity, let's go. Execute those menu items. So there's been my whole morning right now. It's just updating Unity, so it's not very exciting, but that's okay. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, I think it's done. Oh, now it's thinking about something else. It's got to think about the things it was just thinking about. Um, Come on, Unity. You can do it. Oh, here we go. Look at that nice small list now. Perfect. Do this one last one because this JSON file doesn't seem like something I want to keep around. All right, all right, all right. Bum, bum, bum. Almost there. So close. All right. Come on, Unity. It's one file. You can do it. Oh, on other good news, personal good news, finally bought a PS5. Finally was able to snag one up, so that's pretty exciting for me. It's a very good, gigantic chunk of money that I just wasted on probably just one game that I'm going to play for now, which is Ratchet and Clank. So, but I am very excited to do so because I do love me some Ratchet and Clank, and I heard the new one's amazing. So, and I bought Cyberpunk a while ago on PS4, but never actually played it because it was buggy. But I heard it's a good experience on PS5. So, I guess I have two games to play, but one actual PS5 exclusive or proper next gen. Ah, that's an amazing photo. This is just posted in our Discord. This is our Prime Minister of Canada riding a moose. It's pretty amazing. Some good Photoshop. Slap that moose head on that horse. Alright, alright. On Unity, it was one JSON file. What else is... Oh, it's finished. Okay, beauty. So, very excited to check out the new tentacle stuff Ian sent me, but I also want to get this stuff done for Angie, so I think I'm going to do that first. So we're kind of just starting out anyways. So we have we've added a like a randomization feature to the game over the last month or so, where every time you play the track, the obstacles will swap and be different. So ideally, you get a different combination of obstacles every time you play. You know, more or less, I'm sure there's there's obviously a chance you could get the same stuff, but it's added quite a bit to the game. It's made each track feel very different and interesting and kind of fresh every time you play. Even for us, where we've played these tracks, hundreds of times, they feel pretty unique every time, which is kind of cool. So, anyways, so eventually I'm actually going to do a trailer of this, but Angie wanted just some snapshots of this stuff. So I got to kind of make this stuff for the trailer. Anyways, it's good. Good 2-for-1 that I'll be doing here. Let me see exactly what she was looking for, just so I don't mess things up. Fancy cinematic shots of the new track bits. Yeah, it could be like a little sneak peek of the trailer, basically. Da, 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 da. Okay. Just trying to find a conversation me and Angie had. I should have pinned it. Ah, there you are. Hey, just like you did the last time with Costa Canyon. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Do you want like a focus on the randomization stuff too? Like while those cameras are panning, do you want it to like swap between different like configs of the assets? I was going to do that for the trailer where I kind of just did like, yeah, kind of like the Costa Canyon pans. Okay, you just want shots of asteroid field? Okay, I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, I could do both. Yeah, of course. And doodly. So the cool thing is I actually I believe I made a prefab for this stuff. Now, where did I put that? That's a good question. Timelines? Level render? Oh, there you go. Track renderer. Shots of the new Costa Canyon sections would be cool too. Yeah, can do. So the cool thing is, I made myself a prefab for the last time I did this, which was for the Costa Canyon. I did like different shots of the level, and this prefab has a timeline in it. Yeah. All right. So, oh bad, what are you doing? Wanted? I just clicked. So I have all these cameras in here, and basically this thing make sure the other stuff is off. Camera intro, remote canvas, and what's the other one? Power up. Track. I always forget which one's which. Power up manager. There we go. So I have these cameras in here, and basically they just do fancy stuff. So they do like a pan. Each camera is like a little different. This one just does like a zoom. So they're just kind of generic. And then what I could do is I could actually position these things in different parts of the level. So let's say for this one. Now hopefully the smart thing I did was I actually animated the camera inside. Yes, looks like it. So these outside bits don't have any animation on them, which means I can move them, and then the animation should happen locally based on where where I have these things. So this first one is like a little rotate around. So what would be a good bit in this level to rotate around? This is my scene here. I can throw my camera down here just so we can look at it. Oh, I guess you guys can't see that one. Let's put it up here. So let's move this camera. Rotate. Oh, we have this bit over here. We can put across. Oh, too far. Oh. There we go. So we could do like a little pan across here. Do something like that. And all this stuff's going to be spinning and stuff, so that should look kind of cool. So I'm just going to position these guys in here. this second one is like a zoom in. So the zoom in we could do. Oh, Unity's panning across things sometimes. Whoa. Why is this one so mighty? Huh. That's a big pan across. Oh, this one must have been for my like outside shot. In the Costa Canyon, I did a couple shots that were like big of the whole level, so maybe I'll do something like that for this one. I should have named these of like the type of thing they are. Do that later. Go. So maybe we could like throw that over here. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I don't really like this camera angle for this level. I could always reanimate it too. There's no reason why I couldn't do that. Yeah, I don't really like this one. Put an X on this one so we don't use this one. Okay, what's next? This one's just like a gentle pan. I like that. Okay. Okay, yeah, this one's just like a little pan across. Okay. All right. Maybe down here a little. Really feeling this level isn't as easy to take shots in. It's not as pretty. It's the Caustic Canyon, so Caustic Canyon's got so much stuff going on and robots and stuff. You slap a camera anywhere. It's kind of cool, you know? Yeah, okay, this one will work. Let's back this up a little. Across here. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. We'll do this one. What's this one do here? This one's like a pan and move. Oh, this one's really far away. Okay. Cool. Okay, maybe we do something like that. Right. Yeah, do a little pan back here. It's cool. I like the parallax of the circle. Mr. Tickle Drunk, how's it going? Kind of. So I think since last time we spoke, we added some like randomized sections of the track. So every time you play, the game will be a little bit different. So yeah, I'm gonna make a trailer out of that. But then RSVP Asaph, our community manager and social media person, um, she wanted some renders and stuff like that off of this level because I did some of the other levels. So excuse me, just working on a little bit of that. How you doing, Tickle Trunk? What's new? What's exciting? How was your weekend? Um, yeah, what's going on? It's crazy hot over here. I'm assuming it's also in. I went to a pool party yesterday. Pretty sweet. Yeah, you're melting? Yeah. New and exciting during the pandemic. Hey, pandemic is over for a little while. Yes. I mean, the pandemic's not over, but this is like a little pan across too. It's ending-ish. Yeah, I know. Yeah, pool party. I was very lucky. I haven't seen any human beings for a very long time outside of my like immediate family at home. So now that we were allowed to visit, my kids have been going a little crazy because they don't really know what other kids are or other people are. So they're kind of becoming a little weird. Um, so we decided to go and hang out with some local friends of ours. And they have a pool, which is also a very good friend benefit. Um, they live out in Grimsby, so we went over to their pool, and the kids got to play with their kid, and they were all super weird together, but played fairly nice. So yeah, anyways, it was good. Pan across here, I guess. I thought just having a prefab of camera movements would be kind of easy just to slap them in, but I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine, man. Like, I didn't even go see my mom during the pandemic for quite a long time. She lives alone, and like, I feel bad for her, but especially like with little kids and stuff. And she lives in a condo, so I didn't really want to risk going into like, Mississauga condo was kind of like a hot spot. So I could imagine, man, living alone blows. Like, um, yeah, there's a lot of people probably went a little crazy, or like, I know there was a lot of like mental health stuff going on during the pandemic because like people couldn't see anybody, and um, it's hard. It's really hard. There we go. I like that one. I'm gonna be extra weird for a while. Yeah, I live in a hotspot too. I haven't talked to another human face to face. Yeah, it's weird, right? I know. I feel like even yesterday I went over there and like I don't know. I used to tell like stories a lot and jokes and stuff, and I just felt so like out of it. I was just like I don't even know how to like start a conversation with people. And especially with like COVID too, you're just like same thing. Like, so what's new? How are things? Where have you been? Have you Yeah, no, I know. We got my mom on the internets before, or like right as COVID started, which I'm pretty sure like probably saved her life. I'm pretty sure she would have went insane without being able to like FaceTime with the kids and whatever. Um, but yeah, it's pretty wild. But man, yeah, I think everybody's just gonna be super weird, and like kids too. Like my kids are growing up; they're gonna grow up super weird for a while. But luckily, all the kids their age are probably also going to be pretty weird, so it should be fine. I have to stay at home too. She's old enough to. Yeah, I know. It's weird, eh? Hey, you like riding bikes? Yeah, no, my mom too. My mom is like lives alone in a condo in Mississauga, post stroke with like high blood pressure and like I don't know, whatever the shit else she has. She's got like a whole ton of stuff now. So um, and like my sister works in a hospital and she's like super not responsible with all this COVID stuff. She's like one of those Polacks that like doesn't believe in COVID. The government's coming after us. Microchip in my butt. All that. Yeah, no, I think it's like it's hard on my kids obviously because like they don't get to play with other kids and stuff, but it was probably hardest on my mom, honestly. Like the kids they don't know better. So like yeah, long term it's messing them up. But right now, they don't actually know that. So um there we go. Side pan there. Whoop whoop whoop. If sister isn't in the danger age range, the most that she can. Yeah, well, but that's the problem. She like works at a hospital. She thinks she's like this is nothing, it's a flu. But then she's like going to see my mom and stuff, and like, I'm like, dude, like, I know you think this isn't a big deal, but like, if my mom gets this, like, she's dead. Like, she's not surviving this thing. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I think that, like, unless some other worldly thing happens to ruin it all, this is gonna be like the best Christmas ever. Like, everybody's just like gung ho for seeing people. I know it's far away from Christmas time, but I'm already like stoked for holidays and things like that after, so it's good. Have you seen anyone else in your family? No. I stopped seeing him when I had the flu because it's dangerous. Yeah, I know, right? Like, yeah, like the flu is dangerous for old people. I know. My mom, like, yeah, my mom's like post-stroke too. Like, everything sucks for her. Like, you know, yeah. Nobody. Does everybody still live around here? Your sister and stuff? But yeah, I haven't seen anybody. I went to see my mom like once, and that's it. Like we even closed down the office, so I haven't like seen people from work for a long time. And yeah. Oh, I haven't taken a shot inside here. This is just like a gentle pan, right? Yeah, that's good. Cool. It's morbid, but in a way, I'm glad my grandparents are all gone before it hit. I know. I feel super bad about my mom. Like she even made a bunch of like pretty scary comments throughout COVID. That's how I like ended up going to see her and like even before like I knew she was gonna be, she like needed to see the kids more and stuff. But yeah, it's it's pretty crap thing to go through as an old person. And I mean we see all the old folks' homes. They were like a shit show for care and stuff too. Like I don't know. I think a lot of people realized we don't do a great job taking care of our old people. I'm trying to get my mom to move down here, and we're trying to find a house like together, I guess. Um, like a back split or something with like an in-law suite that's not in the basement. She doesn't want the basement, obviously, but yeah, hopefully. I'm assuming we're gonna have more and more outbreaks as times go by, just with more people on the planet and less space and whatnot. But hopefully, we learned some lessons. How to deal with pandemics a little bit better, but also like maybe ways to prevent them eventually. Hey, let's think about how we deal with food and our population and all that kind of stuff. So, well, we'll see. My mother moved to London. Yeah, London's a far trip too. Yeah, my sister used to live out there. I like this green. Green looks cool in the game, but not on camera. Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to get my mom to move down here. Because again, she's getting older. She probably doesn't have a ton of years left. I say that she's probably gonna live another like 40 years, but um, being post-stroke and stuff. So we're trying to get her down here so she could like live with us, hang out with the kids more. Because like it sucks packing up two kids and going to Mississauga too. So like I like seeing her, but I don't like the trip. Nobody likes that trip. Well, it's yeah, both like she doesn't talk to one of my sisters, and the other sister just moved to Orangeville, which is like an hour away, anyways, from Mississauga. So basically, she's like an hour away from me and my sister, just in different directions. So like, nobody's really close by to like help her. You know, if she calls and there's like an emergency, like you know, it's nothing we can do for her. Yeah, so she doesn't want that. So she doesn't want to actually live with us. She hates that idea. She's been living on her own for like a long time, and she really doesn't. She, in the nicest way possible, she doesn't want to see us all the time. Um, yeah, for like a visit in hours, whatever, it's not bad. But yeah, if it's like something like she falls down or something, like she's got a bad back and stuff, right? But so yeah, she doesn't want to like live with us in the sense as she doesn't want to see us all the time or hear us or have to interact with us, but she would like to be on the same property or really close by. Yeah, basically, right? And she likes the idea of me being close by to like, you know, do groceries for her and, you know, help her if she falls beside the toilet or something crazy and all that kind of stuff, right? But which apparently is like a real problem when you're old. You know, what happens if I fall off the toilet and get wedged in between the sink and the toilet? What a way to go. Imagine dying, being stuck between a sink and the toilet. Sucks. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, especially in a building too. She's got a ton of people living there. Oh, so it's like a little zoom in and let's see what we can do with this one. We could do like the finish line here. There's some fun changes. Okay. Anyways, aside from all that, pretty good. Get her one of those I've fallen things. Oh yeah, that's a good call. Do they still make those little like panic bracelet things? They probably have those, right? Panic button bracelet. Or oh yeah, lifeline. Oh, Amazon has a whole thing. Oh, look at this. Look, you can get pretty ones now too. Look at this thing. It's like a little medallion. What do you do? Smash this. Get out of here. I don't want to spin a wheel. What does Amazon have? Like they have a whole section for panic buttons. Oh. Oh yeah, I could get her one of these things. That's a good idea. I didn't know they had so many. Wow. A little necklace. Ah, cool. Good idea. I should definitely do that. I said that'll Jewish one. It's the best, right? There's some of those commercials, like, they just, they were perfect. Whoever, like, designed them or wrote them or whatever you call it with ads, like, they nailed it, right? Like, they were perfection. You'll never forget the lady who's fallen. You'll never forget the diabetes man. You'll never forget Celino and Barnes or William Attar or the Slap Chop. You know what? Getting four, our house might be good. She doesn't have to wear it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could just slap them around everywhere. Oh, thanks, Moobot. Much appreciated. Hurt in a car? William Attar. We were talking about that during our one of our previous streams. We were talking about Celino and Barnes. You remember Celino and Barnes? And one of our viewers told us that the original Barnes died And then it was just Salino for a while. Then a different Barnes from the Barnes family joined Salino and became Salino and Barnes again. I didn't read on it, so I don't know if any of that is true, but I took our viewer's word because that's a crazy. Oh my god! Whoa! I forgot I have this crazy camera. This is for the tunnel. It's a good swirl. I don't have any swirls in this level, but something. This tunnel's probably the best one. Oh yeah, the lock fingers. Did you break your ass in front of the government building? We can help. That's it. I remember I used to go to Buffalo all the time for like football games and stuff, and the second you cross the border into New York, it's just lawyers as far as the eye can see. Just Salino and Barnes and William Attar and like a million other ones that I never saw infomercials for, but I'm sure they had them. It's pretty wild. They love the lawyers. Oh, oh god, where did you go? Oh my god, it's missing. Missing. Oh, this. Thanks, Unity. Oh, this is a super zoom. Let's see. Oh, not too low. Oh, perfect. Nailed it. A little further this way. Ish. Okay. What else? What else is going down? Did you get a chance to play the demo last week, Tickle Trunk? We were part of the Steam Next Festival. It was pretty good. We did a stream. Oh, it's a stream? I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants to hear a 40-year-old white guy talk about anything anymore. Yeah, that's okay. We'll have another playtest soon. And the game's out very soon. We're like moments away from announcing state and stuff. So we're very happy with where the game is at finally. It's solid. The online stuff is solid. I have to make a level still somehow. But when that happens, we'll get. No, it was just like a short demo just for the like Steam Next Fest, whatever festivities that they had. So yeah, it's true. But yeah, it was good. We do like a team stream, but then for the on Fridays, but then for the Steam Next Fest, we did a Friday one and a Monday one. And the Monday one, we had a different content creator from Facebook. He's a Facebook streamer, Facebook gaming or whatever. So he joined us, and Steam like features your stream on the main page for like a short amount of time, and we got like 10,000 views or like impressions or whatever, which doesn't mean people like watched us necessarily, but like saw us for a little bit. So, oh yeah, totally, yeah. Um, so you can't, yeah, and of course I'll send you a code. You you can play locally with people right now, but we do our like team streams every Friday. So if you're around on Friday, if you're gonna check us out, you can launch the game and then play with us anyways. Oh, you don't have to pay for it. That's crazy. Listen, it's an online game. It's gonna be dead on arrival anyways, okay? So you might as well play it when you can. I never wanted to do an online game. This sounds like the scariest thing for me to make, but I figured we had an opportunity to make this game from some other avenues, and then so here we are. But there's a chance it could do really well. I'll Friday I'm busy. I'll get to hang out an hour. That's fair. Yeah, that's okay. We can just let me know whenever you want to play. We can like schedule a thing. Oh, we should do an old Seneca play test. See what all you guys think. I don't talk to anybody from Seneca anymore. It's really sad. Talk to Chris once in a while now still, but not as often as I used to, which is sad. Um, I haven't talked to Mike in like 5 billion years, and that was it. I didn't really talk to anybody else aside from you, Rick. Talk to mainly me. I'm just really shitty at being a friend. I don't like to keep up with people. It's stupid. I'm so bad, so bad. I have one buddy that I'm still like buddies with from high school, and I guess I have two buddies from high school, and both of them they'll like message me, and I won't get back to them for like days. Just so bad at. Oh, Millen. Oh my God. Oh, Jesse. Oh my God. I even forgot. I forgot about Jesse and Millen. Cool. Jesse. Yeah, Rick's awesome. I wish I still kept in touch with Rick. It's just so bad. I'm gonna regret it later when I'm old and have no friends. Be like, ah, remember those friends I had? I should have kept talking to them. Remember that time I had friends? It's crazy. It's true. Whatever, weirdo bachelor, that's not weird. I feel people are getting better about not feeling like they have to get married and have kids and all that kind of jazz. There's too many people in the world anyways. It's true. It's true. That is very true. We should start, in case you need another Discord server, we should start a Seneca alumni, whatever the hell class we took server. Oh, you sound good. Honestly, man, I have kids and it's awesome, but and I don't regret having kids. Like they take up my time and stuff. I am worried though that I kind of brought kids into a world that's kind of going to be shit in like 30 years though. I am legit a little concerned that they're just going to have to deal with like all this garbage that our last couple generations messed up. Climate change and I don't know, economy. I mean, economy's whatever, it's all this shit. I don't really care about that, but that is true. I also have quite a few, and I don't check any of them. All I ever do with my Discord servers is I right click on them and say mark as read, and I feel like I'm part of the server. That's true. I think the population actually went down or is going to go down over the next decade or so, they said. So, yes, I also agree with that. Yeah, no, as far as like actual society goes, yeah, I always hate it when people think like um, that things are like the worst they've ever been. Be like, oh, the good old days. I'm like, no, no, no. Right now in history is literally, yeah, the best time humanity has ever been, right? Yeah. People are better, people are learning. Like yeah, don't get me wrong, I super agree. It's mainly just the environment I'm worried about, if it's I just feel we're not still doing enough for that. And humans are very good at reacting to panic. So if things ever go like really bad, I'm sure humanity will step up and just fix things when they have to last minute. But Yeah, no, no, no. I totally agree with you about all of that. Like I had this conversation with like my mom or something, and she's like, "Oh, Canada and all this stuff that's happening." She's like, "We should be in Poland." I'm like, "Mom, literally everything is amazing here, and we just don't know it because we're so used to it being great." Um, and that's how like the whole like anti-vax things happened too, right? So like people forgot, like not that they forgot, they never had to live through polio or the Spanish flu or all this stuff. So they're just like, we don't need any of this. This is all poison. And be like, no, like we have an amazing society because a lot of this amazing stuff happens. But anyways, yes, I do agree with that too. And I feel that's part of like the next generation of people too, is they're probably going to look back at our few generations and be like, I mean, like we do in our generations, right? Like they're just like, how, what are you guys doing? Why didn't you know this stuff was happening or whatever? Um, but I agree. I think, yeah, two things are happening. One, people are misinformed, which people are not very good at filtering information of whatever. Um, and then, um, and I agree. Like, I think there's just stuff we still don't really know how to fix or do well, right? So, no, I agree. I not to be, I didn't mean to be super pessimistic. It is just like a little fear that I have, but I think that's just like something that every person with kids probably goes through at some point where they're just like, kind of world are we leaving for the children? But you're right, like the actual world is actually better than it's ever been. So yeah, that's true. Yeah, actually, that was my favorite thing when people were posting stuff about the Spanish flu and how like exactly the same it was as this pandemic. It was kind of like it was like strange. Yeah, yeah, exactly, right. Yeah, yeah. I guess, and I know it's stupid. I definitely worry more than I've ever worried before. It's really dumb. It, um, but yeah, I don't know if you ever saw any of the like the Spanish flu stuff, and it's so weird how it's exactly the same. Like people protesting masks, people wearing masks, people protesting the government trying to do stuff to stop a pandemic. People like yelling at those people. It's really crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know the vaccine stuff is wild. Like if you think about like what it's been like 2 years or not even like a year and a half since this virus came out, and like there's already like not only a working multiple vaccines, but like they're out in millions. Like yeah, science is pretty freaking wild. It's pretty cool. Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. I'm actually very optimistic about humanity as a whole. Um, I'm just worried about you know the speed of things which are going to happen to fix stuff is always scary, but technology always gets faster and all that kind of jazz. So, yeah. It is super cool, right? But you're right about the bombing thing, eh? Yeah, some people are just they just will not believe unless it's like literally like my like some people that I know, like my family and stuff, they like unless like their immediate family like died of something of COVID, they just don't think it's real. It's just like mind-boggling. Yeah. Well, earlier you said you weren't. Make up your mind. Oh no, I weren't what? I weren't worried? I wasn't worried? I don't even remember what I said anymore. Sorry, I'm very if you're saying optimistic, I'm very optimistic about humanity in the general sense. I'm pessimistic. Well, I guess not pessimistic. I'm still optimistic, but I'm a little worried about the corporate world view of things, because whatever companies are always different than, they always kind of follow what people are doing, but it's whatever. It's a long talk. But as far as humanity goes, I am very hopeful. It's, if you look for it, there's a lot of positivity you could read these days that never really existed before. That's true. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's weird, eh? Some people just, yeah, they just want to be um, contrarian for, I don't know, just to be different or whatever. I think people feel like they're giving something up by not being contrarian sometimes, and sometimes you have to be. Like, obviously, you shouldn't accept every single thing that's happening is perfect and whatnot. But some people just like doing it for everything, and it all comes from fear too, right? Like I know my family who, you know, is contrarian and or doesn't believe in certain things. It's from fear, right, of something that they've seen. So yeah, that's true. Um, so like when I was talking to some Polish people, and well, I was reading an article first about how Poland is probably one of the most anti-vax countries and anti like I don't know pandemic belief countries out there. Um, and like my mom, like she's just on the internet recently, so she like she'll get stuff sent by my sister or somebody else, and she's like, oh, "Did you see this? This is all a lie." Whatever. It's like some random YouTuber, right? I know it did get pretty deep. Um, I know, so I could actually hear you. It'd be great. It's pretty wild. Um, we should do this in person. Yeah, that's very true too. But the fear thing, sorry, was with Poland. Like I was talking to my mom and stuff, and Poland, and like don't get like fear in like not I'm just afraid because whatever. It's like it comes from a logical point of view actually. So it was a pretty interesting thing to see, right? Because Poland had very recently been under communist rule, um, and my mom and a lot of people that are still alive today, they remember what it was like to be in this state that was awful for them. Um, when they see stuff happening, even though it might be a good thing, to them, it's a lot of trigger stuff of like, hey, this was kind of happening in Poland when I was young, and it like went down a really bad road. And, we could say like, well, it's not going to happen here because whatever, right? But to them, like the fear of repeating a mistake um, makes them oppose something that, maybe most people think is good. Um, and maybe they're wrong in this case, but I like it's understandable, right? Um, yeah. Hey, that's good too. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you're like deep in that side of Europe. But yeah, like and it's funny, like, I'll see the stuff they're posting and saying and believing, and I'm like, what are you guys doing, right? But then when you figure out why, you're like, oh, well, that makes sense. Like, you're not afraid of the pandemic or necessarily about the government taking control and blah blah blah. You're worried about things you've actually experienced or have seen in your life or heard about it, right? So, you know, that's very interesting. Yes, no, I agree. Yeah. Yes, no, I agree. I don't think um, it's like the whole Trump thing, right? Sorry, not to get into Trump stuff, but people are like, oh, we, America can't be fascist. It can't be like, it's not going to be Nazi Germany again. Like, and a lot of people were afraid of what was happening down there that could go down that same road. And I think the fine line between things going, you know, bad and good is a pretty scary line, right? So. Yes, I agree. Yeah, and I mean politicians are kind of crazy, anyways. I always thought being a politician is kind of wild. Like I know it's like the big American dream, like anybody can be president, but I always thought is it like wanting to be the ruler of a country or like even the world in some ways, right? If you're like leading one of the most powerful countries in the world, isn't that kind of insane to think you could do it? I don't know if that's just me or if that's like to me the idea of like wanting to be the ruler of the world, even through like a proper political process. I don't know. I don't know if I believe in myself that much. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just, I think you got to be like a little bit of a sociopath, right? Like even like the good presidents or the good leaders that people like I think there's like this. I just don't trust them in it like just right off the bat because I'm like you wanted this crazy power. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you about Trump. Yeah, he was never a mastermind to be like 10 steps ahead of everybody, right? Like, I feel he was just winging it a lot. He was just really good about saying things that people really, really, I don't know, jived with and like were like, yes, this is how I feel. But I also think that the people around him, potentially, if things did get bad, there was always a chance that there was smarter people that could take advantage of what he was doing to take that country into a really bad place. Um, so I do think people's justification for being like a little worried that it's going to turn into like Nazi-ish America, I definitely see where that's coming from. Um, but anyways, yeah, I know it's really funny, eh? Like I liked Obama, and I know people were like really I don't know, like anti-Bush and stuff. But yeah, they weren't really much different, right? Like they had very similar kind of policies. Just George Bush was hilarious. He was like a cartoon character. I mean, so was Obama, I guess, but in a different way. That's fair. Yeah. No, I agree. Like, but that's what I like. I mean, there's a lot of people that stick around after a president's gone, right? So if he found a way to stick around for more than one term, um, I don't know. Like you said, people want to cling to power, right? And sometimes if you put them in a position where they could maybe do something, uh, I don't know. I think it's our job to make sure that that also doesn't really happen, I guess. But I just don't think it's impossible. The deep state, yeah, I love the deep state. Yeah, I was reading something about the deep state recently that was pretty fun, but I don't remember what it was now. Yeah, exactly, right? And I don't know. There's a lot that goes on in the government. I feel we will never know or understand. Um, so, I mean, for the most part, presidents are just kind of like um, they're just the spokesperson of the government at that time to try and make people in the country feel like they're being represented when it doesn't really matter in the long term. But yes, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty, oh yeah, yeah, no, it's much interesting in the States because it is a circus and it's crazy and they're super powerful too, right? So it's like an important circus in a way, right? But I think some of the best things and worse things that Trump did, um, is I think he like because of the way he spoke about things and labeled things and um, I don't know, he was just kind of like racist against stuff and yeah, yeah, that's fair. Um, I just feel Trump brought out like a lot of bad stuff in America that was already there, and I think he just it seemed like he made it okay to be that, like that outwardly racist or angry or I don't know, whatever. Um, yeah, no, I agree with that. He's definitely a comedian. Um, but I just feel, he said these things and he was calling it, the China virus and all this kind of stuff and really like you're not promoting hate, but I agree. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I think you got to be a little bit of a racist to call things like the China flu or like, and he is just an asshole, right? Like he was making fun of disabled people and all that kind of stuff. Like he's kind of like a high schooler, right? Like he's yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's involved in criminal stuff like pretty deep, right? Yeah, you're probably like I think you're right. Like I don't think you could build stuff in a giant city without some mob ties. Um, but I don't know. I think he just made people feel it was okay to be more racist and I don't know, do that kind of stuff, whether he was or not. I strongly say so. China. I agree. I just yeah, no, he just didn't really do it the best way, right? He just used very immature language, which, as the president, can be very easily interpreted as, oh, this guy hates Asian people. And I mean, there was a lot of I mean, it wasn't necessarily just his fault, but there was a lot of obviously big anti-Asian movements in the States around that time too. But I mean, there is whatever anti whatever movements in the States and other countries all the time too. Yeah, no, and I think the poor speaking part of it made it more accessible to people that um no he's doing that for yeah, yeah, no, I agree with you, yeah, but I think it brought out a lot of America to the forefront that I think people either didn't know was there or those people weren't comfortable being themselves because they thought that the country was more left wing than maybe Trump made it seem. um but obviously like I don't know, whatever Trump did or didn't do, like him being in power and saying the things he wanted to say, um I think it made a lot of super right wing, you know, people in the states like feel it's okay to do a lot of crazy stuff and say a lot of crazy things, and I actually think that was not necessarily a negative thing Trump did, um, because I think a lot of people, much like here in Canada, I think people were kind of forgetting how racist people were in a specific country. Right? And Canada has the same problem too, but I think when Trump being around, I think a lot of the country in or a lot of people in America were just like, oh, there's still a lot of Americans that believe this stuff, right? So they're not on the forefront. Yes, people are more into being assholes because there's a push to make people sit down and shut up. Yeah, exactly, right. And I don't know, like a lot of crazy stuff happened during his presidency with people, marching on the Capitol and doing all this crazy stuff. And, um, you know, he was a big, because of his poor speaking ability, I think he pushed a lot of misinformation and he would just say whatever he felt like, whether there was science behind it or not, right? So, yes, yes, exactly, right. But I also feel that kind of helped the country in a little bit, where I think people forgot that those people were there. And I think, maybe it's good to be like, oh yeah, there's still a lot of the country that doesn't believe in science or doesn't, um, you know, I don't know. Did he? Maybe not specifically, but I don't think that would have happened if he wasn't president. I don't think he's smart enough to like get those people out there and wanting to do that specifically, but I feel he made it okay in some ways to feel you could do stuff like that. To like, he was basically telling everybody um that the election was rigged when literally everybody was saying that it's not, right? Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Everything is a lie everywhere. Um, but I don't know, to have like the country, like the president going around saying like, yeah, possibly. I just feel if that would have happened, probably would have happened a long time ago, or you know, I think a big part of it was him spewing a lot of negativity against the country as far as elections, right? No, I agree. And but I mean the way he made it sound and like the lawsuits and like his speeches about, he's gonna come back and all that kind of stuff and it's not over and blah blah blah. Like he may have not been saying that he may have been saying that stuff as like an entertainment bit and like as a interesting thing to say kind of bit and to, say like I'll be back, I'm gonna keep fighting for you. But my assumption is that a lot of the people in America saw that as like our country is corrupt. We have to take it back, right? Like, I don't know. Like you said, he was not very good at being bipartisan and bringing people together. He was definitely really trying to like put a bigger divide in the country, which I feel that's one of their biggest issues is left versus right, which is a big issue in most politics. But I don't. I mean, a lot of people like came out and said that it was one of the safest elections in U.S. history, and I agree. There's always going to be something wrong because it's an election with millions of people. It's not never going to be perfect, but I don't know. I think it's very dangerous for. It's one thing for the media to do it. Yes, I agree. Yeah, very much so. Um, it's one thing for the media to say something and for people, but when it's like the president of the United States coming out and saying like, this is a conspiracy against me, or like, I don't know if he ever said those words, but like that kind of thing. Maybe not a conspiracy, but like they're trying to rig things against me. This is rigged election. These whatever. Um, he wasn't bringing up actual issues with the system. He was saying he was personally attacked, right? Oops, wrong tab. Crap. I think that's pretty dangerous for somebody, again, who's supposed to be the leader of your country, right? So, sure, no, I agree. Like, I don't think anything's perfect, but again, as the person in charge, he is the spokesman, right? He is the one who's up front. Whether things were perfect or not. Yeah, no, me too, man. Um, I think there's a responsibility on the president and the prime minister and stuff. They're not supposed to be like the most ideal citizen or perfect citizen of the country, but I feel they should represent like America as a whole, not like, again, not a side and stuff. And I think that's one of the things he was the worst at, and I think caused a lot of the issues. But anyways, but I totally agree with you. The whole, yeah, no, it's super bad, and I think that's like that caused a lot of problems, right? 'Cause, like no president is perfect. They all do stupid, shitty things, and it's more about mediating the issues than anything else, right? But he was not interested in doing that. He wanted to have an interesting presidency where he picked a side and did stuff and whatever, right? Like you said, he's an actor. He's a comedian. Like, yeah, Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think he's the devil. I think he was just a horrible, horrible choice for a president. Like, you should not pick your presidents based on whether they're going to be interesting or fun. Yeah, yeah, I agree. But I do agree with you. I think the divide is our biggest problem in politics everywhere. Yeah, like you're like nobody fits into left or right. But then, especially it seems in America, like Canada has it too. I feel we're a little better, but not by much. Where in the States, it's like you're left or you're right, and like people don't understand that like if you're right wing, you're not an extreme right wing person, or if you're left wing, you're not like an extreme left wing. But for them, it's just like the two sides up against a wall, and that's it, right? So it's stupid. I remember when I was younger and I started taking voting a lot more seriously and all that. Um, did you ever take one of those like what are they called like the poll calculator things to figure out where you fall on the spectrum of the parties? Um, I remember taking those and it was always just like NDP, like liberals, conservatives, whatever, and I'm just like nowhere near any of them. I'm just like, who the hell am I supposed to vote for? Like I don't agree with any party 100%, which I get you'll never do it, but like I don't know, it's just so stupid. Yeah, and that's a problem, right? Like some people feel like, okay, I'm left wing, I must defend everything full left wing. I could never agree with a conservative, never agree with whatever, right? Yeah, I think I voted conservative once as well. I usually vote liberal NDP. I may have voted green once too when I was younger, but yeah, NDP was pretty close for me a couple times. Um, but yeah, like I don't know, like none of them. I remember reading stuff like I don't know. I'm pretty environmentally. I don't know. I like it, and then like I read the Green Party's thing, and I'm like, oh, I don't agree with any of this shit. You guys are fucking nut jobs half the time, and like sometimes they've had a party where, um, yeah, yeah, like I like the idea of a Green Party, but then they're like the farthest left. It's like abolish everything, no world, let nature reclaim us. I don't know what they. I think that's their latest. I think their latest pamphlet was like, we should all just die and let the trees take over, which I don't hate, but it's a little far left for me. Um, anyways, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, in America it's funny because I feel they're like left wing is just communism, and then or like socialism, and then right wing is just like capitalist slavery and like just smog producing machines everywhere. It's really funny. Extinction Rebellion. Oh, oh yeah, no worries. I should probably focus on work too. I've just been moving cameras around for an hour and 20 minutes. No, it's good chatting with you too, man. It's been a while. So, yeah, once we're allowed to visit people um, more easily, yeah, we should definitely get together, go have some lunch or something somewhere. It'd be awesome. Oh my God, totally the Smoggies. Is that from Fraggle Rock, right? Or did the Smoggies have their own show? Who am I thinking of? That's from Fraggle Rock, right? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, yeah, soon. Yeah, we should. It'd be good, man. Well, if you talk to anybody, tell them I said hi and I haven't completely forgotten about them. Cartoon. Was there Smoggy's cartoon? Okay, I don't remember that. For some reason I was thinking Fraggle Rock. Yeah, wasn't there like evil Fraggles or like there's like the Fraggles, but then I thought there was like some other people, creatures in that show that were like I don't know, trying to like smoke them or something. Smoggies. Oh, I do remember the Smoggies. Oh shoot, I don't know if I ever watched this show. But I do remember it. We talked about it. I'm trying to get my kids to watch Fraggle Rock because it's amazing. Yes. Yeah. And I feel, and like back, sorry, I know you gotta go, but back to our society getting better. Um, there is a huge divide in politics, but I do feel some of the younger people, and I somehow count myself as younger people still. Um, I feel there is some leeway of people trying to get out of this, left right, great divide thing. So, anyways, yeah, yeah, they have to go through the cycle. They level up, they get achievements. Yeah, yeah. Right now they're on a rock with a stick, so they're getting there. They're almost at Atari times. Yes, totally. Yeah, and it's like a lot of the older people. I feel, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it's a lot of the people in power still, and they're like, like everything, they just teach people to they teach the young people to keep up that divide, and it can get pretty wild in there. Yeah, wheel with a stick, then NES. You're getting there, almost there. Cool. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Come back anytime. I'm here Mondays and Tuesdays. Although I'm taking my kid to the dentist tomorrow, so I may die, he may murder me. I take him, so I may never see anybody again. But let's see. See you later, Tickle Trunks. Don't let the bees get you. How good the 90s were. The 90s were good. Lots of great colors, good music. Push X. So good. Okay, I actually think I'm done with cameras. I have to record this stuff. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so these are just the regular cameras, so I am going to record these for Angie as well. But, oh god, what have I done? I don't know what I was even trying to do. Oops, there we go. Where are we here? WitcherCon. Whoa. You guys know there's a WitcherCon? That's pretty wild. Amazing. I just got an email about WitcherCon. It's crazy. Can't believe just The Witcher is big. I guess as a show and a book and stuff. So, books. Okay, where are we here? Okay, so I have these camera shots, which they're good. I think I can render these out. But I'm going to do one more thing. I am going to duplicate this. Okay. Hide this here. And I'm going to duplicate this timeline. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. We'll see how this goes. Or at least in order. Breaks. Why you break? Oh, is it because sometimes it doesn't like when I have a renderer in here. Okay. Yeah, if you have a renderer in here, Unity won't let you duplicate the timeline. It like breaks it. It's really stupid. It doesn't like it. Okay, so then I can undo. I think. Does that work? No. It's okay. It's just a recorder timeline anyways. Not a big deal. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I duplicated this thing. I'm going to replace this with a new timeline I made. And it's going to break everything in here, which is superbly useful. Thank you, Unity. Super great. And so I'm going to have to put in all my cameras in here. One and... yeah, not very exciting, but that's fine. Why'd you do this to me? Seven and 8, 9. Ah, 40 and 50. All right, now we're ready to roll. Okay. So we're gonna do some fun stuff here. Okay. So let's start with camera 1. Okay, so let's figure out where camera 1 is. Oh, camera 1's in this corner here. So in here, I have this random. I wonder if I could. I'm going to save a copy of this scene because I'm going to break this scene up a bit. Cinemas. Renders. Okay. Do something a little crazy here, okay? So I have these groups with my chunks in them. Now, the chunk groups, I have the randomizer. So I'm going to remove the randomizer in here because I actually don't want them just randomly starting up on their own. But why is there a raycaster in here? Weird. So let's just get rid of. I don't care about these. These are just items. Okay. So I have these labeled as 1, 2, and 3 for everything, which is great. So what I'm going to do. Oh, I guess that doesn't look great. Wow. Thanks, Awesome Antelope. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Just doing some camera stuff right now. I'm going to be doing some more fun stuff. Some things that are more fun in a little bit. For now, I'm just going to be taking some renders for our social medias. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it's going to be a little crazy here. So I'm going to make a couple of game objects here. I'm just going to make 3. I'm going to group all the groups together. One. Oh, control numbers. 1, 2. Oh, 3. Okay. Oh, you still can't hear them? Oh, shoot. I keep forgetting to fix that. Oh, my bad. You get to hear me squawk at least, so. Ah, crap. I think I have my desktop audio off. I think that's how it was coming in before. Okay, I have to think about that. Thanks for letting me know, though. I totally forgot again. Oops. Cool. How you doing? How you doing, Antelope? What's new? Are the lions after you? Is you an antelope? Antelopes are pretty awesome, actually. They'll mess you up too. I wouldn't want to mess with an antelope. Doing all right? Sweet. I am going to be doing pretty terrible tomorrow because I got to take my son to the dentist for the first time ever, and I'm sure it's going to be horrible. But either by the end of the week or sometime next week, I'm going to be pretty awesome because I finally bought a PS5 and it's on the way. So it's going to be here very soon. I got it from Walmart, and Walmart had the best thing. So when I bought it, I could pay for the standard shipping, which was like $9. or I could pay express shipping, which was $60, and the express shipping could come a day earlier than the regular shipping, but it would come a day later at the earliest than regular shipping. So I'd be lying if I say they weren't. It's good. Yeah, pretty excited for that. So I got the Ratchet and Clank bundles. Play some of that. It was really expensive. I didn't really need the second controller, so. But the bundle was the only thing that was available at the time, and I just been waiting for like a year or so. It's finally time. Dun, dun, dun. Go. I guess I could just put all these in there. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it should be good. I've been really looking forward to playing some Ratchet and Clank, and then finally Cyberpunk, which I've been hearing more and more. It's not very good, but still pretty excited to try it out. It's very, especially the character creator. It's pretty sweet. Okay, let's turn all these on. Yeah, let's do that. I'm trying to think now. I've just been practicing the way of the square. Pixel art. To no avail. To avail. Why not going well? You're just not happy with your stuff, or? I kind of regret this because this is only 3 variations. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay. Undo idea. Okay, hold on. Let me just reopen the scene. It's easier that way. I just have no idea what I'm doing. That's fair. Where's the thing Angie sent me once? Hey, RSVP, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, do you remember when you first joined the team and we were all doing pixel art and I had no idea what I was doing? You sent me this like website with like all the rules of pixel art and like all the lessons about pixel art. Do you remember that? I don't know if you're here. If you're not, I'll ask you on Discord. Steamworks. Yeah, I can't remember what that was called. It's probably in my Discord somewhere. Yeah, it was like a really awesome website. It told you all about like how to make certain curves and like uh, the types of like pixels that go together, which I had no idea about a lot of this stuff about how to like make things flow and stuff. It was really cool. Okay, good. I think what would be the best way to do this? It's not overly artsy. A technical person, which is why I'm an animator at heart. That's fair. That's fair. It just takes time then, I guess. Pixel art is hard though. I gotta give pixel artists like a ton of credit. I've been a 3D artist my whole life, and we ended up doing this pixel art game, like a little demo type thing, a couple years ago. So it was like my first real try at pixel art, and god dang, it was hard. It was really hard to like make things look the way you want them to look. Um, RSVP like told me to like get a palette early and just stick to that, which helped a lot to make my stuff look better too. It was really good, but like trying to understand like structure of objects, but then just making them out of pixel art was really, really tough. So I do have. Did I check that in? Set random object. I had this old one here. Hey. This one too. This one on start. I could put a time in there. Let's try to think of an easy way to do this without having to do a lot of crazy stuff. Palettes help a lot. Yeah, I was very impressed how much a palette helped me not lose my mind. It was really, really good. Okay, well, let's try this. I'm going to do activation. I guess it does the whole thing. Yeah, let's not do that then. This is going to take forever. Let's do this one. Animation. Okay. Can I do that? Does that count? Okay, cool. Let's do. Is this in frames? Seconds. Let's go back to frames. 2 seconds. It's crazy. Let's do what's 30 frames? So 10 frames. Off. On. Let's do. On. Okay, so this will basically be. Is off, 2 is on, 3 is off. 2 is off. Oh, does it not remember that? 2, 3. Okay, cool. Two, two, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna try something here. Convert this to a clip track. Okay. Yeah, definitely way too fast. Let's do. Oops. Gee, let's do. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. That's cool. You should post some progress on the Discord. I'd love to check it out. If you have some, if you're comfortable showing it, obviously all that stuff. But uh, okay. So let's see if this works. All the same name, so hopefully. Yes. Ah, beauty. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, you posted your stuff. Yeah, I just wanted to know if you had any updates or anything. I'll have to check some more stuff out. Animation. Oh, well, well, well. Oh. Okay. So now we have all these things in here, and that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So that's good. Thank God for that. Okay with that stuff. Working on characters right now, and it's oh man, don't get me. I'm an environment artist, so when I did pixel art for environment stuff, I was like, this is hard, but like I got it after a time. Um, RSVP did all our character stuff because that's why we hired her. That's like way above my understanding of pixel art. Yeah, so I totally get it. I would be like right out of here too. That's what start making my proof of concept. Yeah, I understand. So what we did at first, you could always do this too, is we actually just downloaded some characters, or I think I bought a couple characters off of the Unity asset store, like pixel art ones, uh, which allowed our programmers to hook up like character controllers and work with the animations and like hitboxes and stuff. It was like a little beat 'em up. Um, and then once RSVP had done stuff, we could just start replacing the sprites and stuff in there, and like the timing and stuff would obviously have to change and stuff. But uh, that worked really well. And honestly, like if you're just making an MVP to figure out like what works, if it's fun, if do you like it, do you like the flow of things, um, don't stress too much about art at first. Like just make it, right? Just make it really fun. Um, and what you could always do is, even if you have assets to art that you bought, you could go to a publisher and be like, hey, here's a game, it kicks ass, it's really fun, um, it's starting to look pretty good. I need money. I need money now. Me need money now for people. And you can start pitching it around, or start a Patreon or Kickstarter or whatever, right? So I'm sure you know all this stuff, but um, you know, sometimes if you're like in a slog, and yeah, oh, I understand. Um, uh, yeah, I know you just do what you can. Man, money's the worst though. It's awful. Like, half my time I'm just struggling with like finding ways to get money for projects because like I can't do everything myself and I don't want to. Like I like having a team and like trying to find grants and applying for stuff and competitions and things like that. It just takes forever. Um, and you don't know, right? Like you get declined for a grant and then you're like, oh well, I hope this game makes some money so we can keep going and make something else, right? But you never know. It blows. I wish you could just, I'd love to just start like, uh, I'd love to just start like an indie dev commune where we could all just live in Mexico making games out of a giant villa. That would be the dream. Plan on doing some. Let's try to make drumless. Yeah, that's cool. It's Japan. I know. I wish you could just. Honestly, I don't even care about like making like obviously I want to make a ton of money, but like I want to make a ton of money so I could just make more games and not have to stress. Like, yeah, I would like to, whatever, upgrade my house and whatever, do some fun life stuff with money. But I don't want to be rich for the sake of being rich. I want to be rich so I could pay people and I don't have to stress about them losing their jobs. And I would like to pay them real amounts of money, not indie dev salary garbage where none of us can really live a normal life. Um, so, yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, absolutely, right? Yeah, I would just pay my bills on time and maybe get a bigger house so my kids could have their own rooms. They grow up and not hate each other. Uh, I mean, yeah, I just want to be able to make some damn games. Yeah, it's stupid. No, I did this animation with these three things. Kind of looks weird with when you go to just do one, that it's like cycling through them all. So maybe I won't do that. Maybe it should just go through one. One, two, one, two, three. That's not what I'm trying to type. Yeah, I know. Indie life, man. I don't, but maybe not. Maybe if Rocket Rumble makes $1 billion, I'll just become a huge asshole and buy a giant house, and not make games or something. I don't know. I hope not. Yeah, I generally just like love this work, and if I could just not have to do biz dev stuff at all or whatever, it's the dream. And like I don't know, like we made Lost Orbit and it bombed financially. It got like good reviews and stuff, but man, like I do not regret spending my time making a game that didn't make money. I don't know. There's like a handful of people that really loved it, and I had a great time making it with the people I made it with. Like that's good enough. You can't really spend your life a better way, I think, than doing something you like and you know making something somebody enjoys still. Stupid life. Stupid life and money. Why can't we just live in Star Trek times where just just explore, do stuff? Okay, you can instance those. that's cool. Okay. Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. How long is my camera animation? It is 120 frames. Okay. Might help if I was actually doing the same one here. This one is 21. One, two, three. Feels a little slow for the swapping. We just speed those up, I guess. That's okay. I can just render those and just speed them up. Oh, oh. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Copy and paste in. I got paste to all. Okay. So we have all that. Cool. Check out these other ones here. Some of these shots aren't super great. Mhm. Only three variations. It's not like super exciting. But I think if we cut them all together to like for the trailer, I think that'll be fine. Because I could just speed these up a little. Maybe this one needs like a taller, higher camera. Yeah, let's do let's a different timeline so we could do some different ones here. Okay, that one I like. It's 3. Yeah, this one kind of sucks. Let's redo this one. Ah. Thanks, Unity. Oh, yeah, thanks again. Super what I want to do. Okay. Is it weird that they all look at the same time? Should they just go like at different speeds everywhere? Wish I had better control over how fast these are. This doesn't go faster. Oh, there is a speed multiplier. Okay. Do like 1.5. I can do 2. 0.6. 2.1. Let's see if this looks 1.8. Three. Yeah, that looks better. It's kind of swapping around. 2.2. 0.5. 2.3. Super exciting stuff here at on Pixelon's Twitter account or Twitch account today. Jeez. Changing multipliers. Three. Oh my god, there's a lot of these. Okay, now let's see what this looks like. Save because I haven't saved in like an hour. So. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that's cool. It's kind of a little more what I was seeing in my head there. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. Cool. Ish. I like having like stuff in the background change at different times. I think that's good. That's the one I was just looking at. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to add a renderer. Put all these in a group here. There we go. What's back here? Do a movie. We will call it Sir underscore frame. Don't need audio. Let's do 4K. Beauty. Love Unity's renderer thing that they added. It's so good. Straight out of timeline. Balances out all the frame rate too, so it's nice and smooth. It's beautiful. Okay. Let's go project recordings. It should be fine. Oh no, I don't want frames. I want to take. Yeah. This increments every time you hit play, so it's good. Did I have one of the start line? Guess I don't duplicate this one here. Go animation. Sweet. Okay. Oop. It's not great, but it's fine. I don't even know if the start lines will show up. There we go. Okay, got an extra one. Just for this one, I can copy it into the other scene too. If I need to. Okay. Let's call this one 16. Okay. There we go. Okie dokes. Let's hit play. See what happens. Oops. Why are you not playing? Oh, an error? Oh, I guess I turned off a bunch of stuff. I forgot. Okay, let's see if this happens. Why you no play? What? You don't worry about that. I'm a giver. I remember having to delete all this stuff before, but I also maybe left something. Oh, you know what? I think what I did. Power manager. Okay. Let's see if this works. Why? Why are you not playing? Son of a... Why are you not playing? Track renderer. Playing awake. What you playing? Mush. Why are you not working? Oh, it's just taking its time to start, maybe. Okay, Let's just do 1080p for now. Takes a little longer for 4K. Maybe it doesn't like it because I'm streaming. Cool. Maybe it did record before I wasn't paying attention. What's it called? Asteroid Field Randomizer. Oh yeah, it did record a bunch. Ooh. Okay, so kind of recorded last time, but not really. Oh, it looks like it did do the 4K one. Or not. Okay, let's see what the 1080p one looks like. Oop. 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 Okay. Boom. Okay, where are we at here? I'm sending some stuff over here on Discord. Oh, okay. Where are we at here? So, I'm probably not going to do all these on stream. This is super boring for you guys to watch, and I can do this anytime. We'll do one more, see what it looks like. And then we'll get to some more exciting stuff. I'll have a sneak peek for you guys if you want to see something. Do that too. This camera kind of stinks. Kind of shows off a lot of the tops of the level. Yeah, these are okay. Not as interesting as I thought they would be, but that's fine. Let's see. Let's just save this. I'll work on that later. Feel like doing some real work now. Not that that was a real work, but you know, work on my level. It's been a while. My good kitty. So I'm on the Lincoln Humane Society. This cute little black cat is adorbs. Okay, let me show you something I'm working on. So, in Rocket Rumble, Mark's been working on a marketplace for the game. So you'll earn coins by playing the game. You'll earn some XP towards your level up bar, and then you can use those coins to buy things, blah, blah, blah. But during the seasonal level ups, when you hit certain levels, you'll get an item. So we wanted to have like a little animation of you receiving the item, right? So kind of like the loot box animations in most games. So I ended up making one the other day, so you guys can kind of check it out. We haven't shown this to anybody yet, so. Camera. So it's going to pan over to the side over here. You'll see this platform. Then it's going to do this. Boom. And then the corgi. Why does he have a texture on him? Weird. Must have lost my changes. He's supposed to be just black and white. Let me take a look. Weird. Platform, loop pivot, accessories, quirky. Yeah, weird. Oh yeah, it like reverted all my material stuff that I did before. Weird. Corgi. This is what the suit. Corgi. Corgi. Corgi normal. Bam. Yeah, so I'll have this like corgi on here. And then let's say you unlocked let's see, head. You got a propeller hat. So it's gonna go in here. Oop. We have code that like places them on the character properly, but oh, so it doesn't have a cap. So let's say you unlock this cap, so it'll go over here. Camera pan over, and you'll see this little animation. And then it'll say up here like hat, like epic rarity or whatever. I don't whatever we'll call it. But yeah, that's kind of what I was working on last week a little bit in between streams. Thought I'd show you. It's kind of fun. Now, on to our level, our Pirate Cove level that we're working. This I just wanted to show you quickly. Submit that after the stream. Scenes, where are we here? Go. Okay. So I've added a couple new things to this level. I've been working on the chunks and stuff already. Oh goodness, excuse me. What day? Okay, where? You loading? You loading. Okay, so added a couple things, like I said. Makes Unity, it's exactly what I wanted to do. Just pop this window out, waste my time. Okay, Okay. So the beginning's kind of the same. I made some prefabs and things, nothing too crazy. Okay. Then you get to this area. This is what we're going to be working on today. So we have these tentacles now. These can appear anywhere in the track because of our randomization stuff. It's not set up right now, but when I have it finished, you'll be racing, and then tentacles could just be anywhere. There could be a crack in under the track at any given time. It could just be going blah, 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 slapping its way through. So, let me show you what we got here. So, what these guys will do is they'll do this. Blah. Bleh. Okay, so we have regular Blaze. We have right to left Blaze. This thing goes Bleh on one side, Bleh on the other side. And it makes like a little N shape, side down U shape, whatever you want to call it. That way players could still go underneath it. So it's actually kind of like a fake obstacle in a way. Really, it's just the center bit that you could ever hit. These guys you can't really hit. Maybe like right at the edge you could bump your way through, but they're kind of meant more just to kind of make you, pick a side and aim and stuff while things are kind of happening. And then I also have one which I don't think I put in yet, but I have one that like slaps across the track and like slithers up. Now, these are just the crappy temp ones I made. But Ian, our animator, made me some nice ones today, so I want to try those out. Because they're going to be much nicer, I'm sure. Oh, did I save that in my default one? No, I didn't. That's okay. So I had a test track before, but I don't think I actually saved it. Test track, pirate chunks. No, that's okay. Let's go back to Lost Rover. We'll just do our testing in there. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Running a lot today. Okay, so yeah, let's find out where these guys are. Okay, tentacle. Yeah, much nicer. Yes, perfect. Oh, God. So good. Okay, so slaps and flat ones. Awesome. Okay, Ian sent me the breakdowns for these. Oh, he made an idol. Thank you so much. I was going to ask him for an idol, but I forgot. He knows. He knows what he's doing. He's an animator. He knows what I need before I need it. Tentacle idol. And this one is 1 to 50. It's beautiful. Awesome. That's nice because then I could just put those in the track too and they could just be doing this. I might get them to do like a crazy wavy one or something too, just for fun. Okay, then we have tentacle. Single smash. It's 51. Oh my goodness. To 100. Awesome. A slap. A slap. A slap. Perfect. And then we have tentacle bridge. That's a good word for it. I like that. Which is 101. 170. So yeah, this one, it's gonna go one side, two side. I'd shut that off. He probably did. Looks like he did a loop post. I think he was just stuttering weirdly. And then we have tentacle flat slap. And that one is 171 to 240. Boom, boom. It's pretty good. I was hoping it would slither up a little bit more. But it doesn't really matter. That's fine. I don't really care. It's just gonna look awesome either way. So cool. Now I'm gonna update my prefabs. Let's do single slab. Cool. Okay, tentacle. Oh, it's so tiny. Do I scale them down? I don't know. Oh, okay. Slaps that way. Oops. Simple slap. Beauty. Oh. Boom. Boom. Let's do what's that? Boom. 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 Perfect. Awesome. I can replace this particle with whatever the track's going to be made out of too, but I like it a lot. Okay. Sinking. Sometimes when I'm tired working, I just, oh my god, that looks so much better. Look at this. Look how amazing this looks. Oh my god. I should set up my material properly on this too. Materials. Right, material. Actually, where's the eraser? Well, whatever. I can just duplicate something else. Materials. That's fine. Characters, racers. He didn't make any material for this, did he? No. There we go. Sorry, just some music here for myself. going to look amazing. So we have this all done. Can't wait. Ba, 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 ba. Sorry, just distracted here a little. Where are we? Call this material Kraken. Kraken. Okay, so we got tentacle track. We're gonna override this material here with Krakens. Much better. Now looks extra moist. Vince is going to post something really cool on our Discord if you guys want to check out some art updates. It's going to happen up pretty soon. Cool, I could change the rim length to match, but it already matches right now, so. Ish. Okay, cool. Full track, that was a single slap. Let's do double slam. Add an animation in here. Do what was this one? Double slap. All right, this is the bridge one. Oh, this is just 7. What's the other one? Oh. Oh. Forget about that. Bridge. Ooh. Cool. His is a little faster too. Cool. Oh wait. Interesting. Stupid. Okay. So do slap a 1. This one, yeah. And then a Slapatu. A Slapoan. A Slapatu. Slapoan. Slapatu. Cool. Cool. Yeah, it does a weird animation thing. Bridge. 101 to 170. On here. Stupid. What happened? Is it because, oh, I probably have a weird anime or material on there now? Thanks, Unity. Let's see if I do loop pose, if that helps. You know what? Maybe it's just an import setting. Actually, not that. I forgot. Sometimes the imports are kind of crazy in Unity. And what are these using? Okay. Oh, this might be my fault now. Oh, it's on this side. Boop, boop. Oh, interesting. Does it do that in this one? All right, I can't freaking see it anymore. Thanks, Unity. Just does like a one frame little blip there. Oh, it's like an in-between frame, eh? 0, 1, 2. Let's see if I can just cut off a couple frames. Bridge. 3. Cool. Easy enough. Looking. It's a good looking little slap. You could even say it slaps a little, as the young people say these days. Thank you. Yeah, I did nothing here. This is all Ian and Vince's work, but it does look really good. It is really nice having talented people on your team, because then when I stream, it makes me look good by working with their stuff, and I don't have to do anything. It's great. Imagine having a team. I know, it's amazing. Having a team is the greatest thing ever. as much as there's like a part of me that wants to just be a solo dev doing all my own stuff and taking like 12 years to make a game, having a team is magical. Just people that are better than you do amazing stuff, and then you're just like, holy shit, it's amazing. Okay, cool. Look at this one. Let's start with center. Boom. 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 Slap. And I slap. Cool. Okay, get some really gross sound effects to it. Oh my god, it's the best. Honestly, so we shut down our office earlier this year because of COVID and stuff. Because I was paying rent for like a year without having the office, so I didn't know how long this lockdown and all this stuff was still going to last, or if we're going to have waves again or whatever. So we ended up just like shutting down the office, which sucks because like I love my office, but um, we just wanted to save some money in between. But I really miss being like in the same room with people. Like last week, we ended up having like a 6 hour meeting because we all just like needed to talk about things, and there was just a really long period where we hadn't had a chance to actually like speak, just crazy. So it was very nice. Okay, time to go. Bridge. Oh wait, damn it. It's every damn time. This one's bridge. This one is flat. Flat slap, if you will. Bleh. 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 It's still a double slap, but the idea with this one is the bridge one, they have somewhere to go underneath. This one is just flat, so they can't go over top. It does make sense. It still really blows. I really miss having the office. It's a lot of money though, especially when we're in between making money. I slap her. I slap her. Slap her. Cool. Oh, he's so much better already. Look how better the level already looks with just actual squids. So good. Okay, what do we have? I have a single slam, single slam. What's this one? Double slam. Let's put a flat slam in here too. Okay, this does make sense here. I'm gonna make this actually be good, but for now it's fine. The other cool thing, because these are timelines, when I place one of these, I can actually go in here and set offsets for them, which is really cool. can't do time multipliers, which is unfortunate. Like right in, it's like a overlay kind of thing. But for instance, like if I have these two beside each other, this one I can start at a regular time, and then this one I can start like half a segment later, so then that way they're kind of offset a little bit. Cool. Let's take a look at what these look like. Event fixed menu. Let's check it out. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta revert this file here. Conflicts, choose theirs. Yes. Here, wait for this Twitch. Now we wait again. Two. All right. Come on, Unity. Just reverting one thing here. What's going on in the world of video games today? Let's check it out. Nothing. Not much going on today. As a little side note, since we have some time, not related to the game or anything. Yeah, it's true, right? I know you kind of get bored and nothing's going on, but so um, if our TV's taken, if my wife's playing games or something, and I don't have any Switch games to play, uh, I wanted to play Steam games upstairs, but I didn't have like a really great way to do it. So Mark at Pixelons recommended this. I think it's a Razer one. Hold on, just do this here. It's like a, I think it's Razer. It's like a controller you plug your phone into. Then you have two controllers on the side, and then you can boot up Steam Link, and then you can play your Steam games over Wi-Fi on your phone, and it's amazing. I really like it. I have like a really good router and whatnot, so I've been like playing a bunch of Steam games in there. And I had this brilliant idea the other day, and I wanted to test it out. So went on my computer here. I went on Steam, and um, I added the Epic launcher as a Steam program because you could use Steam to like launch other software. So then I used Steam to launch the Epic software, so then I didn't have to like go on my computer. From the Epic launcher, I could then use the Steam overlay to find a game, and then I could boot up a game in Steam and then you play, or not in Steam, but just through Epic, but through Steam, kind of. And then I could play my Epic games through the Steam overlay on Steam Link, and it worked. I was like blown away. I was like playing a bunch of games yesterday. because the way Steam Link works, it's actually just like it's just like a screen share with what's it called? With like a button overlay and interface. And so like um, the big picture stuff doesn't work on Epic, obviously, but yeah, I could still launch games and get through all that using the like on-screen little mouse thing. So it's a little annoying to launch a game. But once the game is up, everything works perfectly. Yeah, so it's great. So now I have like my whole library of games available. So I was pretty happy that worked. So now all the games, but then I'm getting PS5, so I'm not gonna play it ever again. But it's there if I wanted to. Yeah, it was really cool. So it's pretty neat. I don't have it down here. I'll have to bring it in, but yeah, I'll find it. It was on sale the other day too. Razer. The only crappy thing is, and it makes sense, it's not really like their fault or anything. Yeah, Razer Kishi. I don't know if that's what it's called. Oh, they have new ones now. Oh, the Kaiju is like, okay, so they have, I'll show you. So they have two, oh, thanks, Razer. Good stuff. Lifestyle? I don't know, what would this be under? Oh, you can buy a snake. Mobile? Oh my god, just go away. Yeah, so this is the thing I have. So you could get this one where you put your phone on top. And this one's Bluetooth, I think. But what I was reading is that the Bluetooth, there's like a little bit of lag and stuff, so it's fine. But this is the one I have, the Kishi one. And it plugs directly into your phone, so there's no lag. The only problem is, and this is a gentle problem in my household, is I have an Android and my wife has an iPhone, and it's only compatible with one at a time, basically. So if she wanted to play, I would have to go buy her another one that was meant for the iPhone, and they're like $150 or whatever. Um, so it's kind of poop that way, but it's still really awesome. So OST in the documentary is on sale for like $7. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Axiom Verge is awesome. Have you played it before? Part 2 is coming out soon, I think. No, cool. Enjoy. If you like it. Some people don't like it, I guess, even if they're Metroid fans. Which is fair. It's still got a different kind of vibe to it. But I really dug it. It was kind of creepy and weird, and sometimes they don't explain things super well. So there was a few times in the game where I was just like, "Where the hell am I supposed to go?" But that's I feel the original Metroid did that too. So I don't know if they were just trying to like, I don't know, jive off of that a little bit. But yeah, did you see Grime? Grime's been getting a lot of coverage. I meant to play the demo during demo days, but or Steam Next Fest, but I forgot. So let's see if I can find the video here. So I didn't get to play it, but I heard it was really good. I just ran out of time on there. Oh, well, here's the IGN one, but apparently it's quite good. People really dug it. But yeah, it's like, I think it's like a Metroidvania kind of game, but it looks really cool. You play as this weird little character with like a sphere head. I don't really understand, but it does look pretty awesome. Oh, cool. So I think it's coming out really soon, so I was just gonna give that a try too. Yeah, it does look really sweet. Local play. Let's see if we had a little bug where Pirate Cove wasn't loading, but we'll see if that works now. Yeah, Grime, if you want to check it out. Here it comes. I know. Yeah, it takes time. I know. It's poop. I always feel like that too. I always feel I had more stuff to show, and it's been pretty good with Rocket Rumble, but there's always that like time in the beginning where you're just like just want to like show things. I just don't, just can't. Is this loading? Let me, oh wait, let me ask Ben. Oh, it's loading Pirate Cove. I may not have to ish. This, what the hell is this? Oh, crazy. All right. I had to restart Unity today and rebuild my libraries, so I think my shaders are all messed up. I mean, it'd be secretive either. I just have to show. I know, right? So yeah, it's funny for me. Like when we were doing our last game, what's it called? Sorry. Yeah, when we were doing Lost Orbit, we were kind of secretive with it. We were kind of told like not to talk about your game too early because people get bored of it and blah blah blah. It was a different time, I guess, and I think it didn't really help us to do that. We didn't really do a good job of like building any sort of community around the game. We just kind of released it and hoped that reviews and PR would be enough, which works for like bigger titles, but I just think it was a bad idea for a small game. But it was that kind of transition time. So for Rocket Rumble, we're doing the opposite. We're doing kind of what you want to do. It's just show stuff early and we're just trying to build a community and a wish list around it as much as we can. I'm happy we could do that, and I've been really enjoying the process, like doing these streams and stuff. Like doing something like this during Lost Orbit would have felt the wrong thing to do at the time because people were telling us not to do that. So I like this much better. I think we've gotten a lot of feedback. That's really good. It's made the game better. The play tests have been like tremendous, and I think that's one of the things that hurt Lost Orbit too. Is honestly like um, I think people would have given us feedback to make the game better because there was obvious problems with it that I just couldn't see anymore because we had played it for so long. Oh, cool. I guess Ben just fixed it. Get rid of these ones. Depends though if you're building a community and posting content about it. Seem to wait for publishers. Yeah, exactly right. And it depends on your game too, right? Like if your game has some like big reveal or like there's some sort of like shock value in not necessarily like a gory or scary or weird way or anything like that, but um in some games you want the reveal, the big reveal, right? But it's kind of you gotta have to have the hype behind it anyways, right? And I like one of our big things for Lost Orbit that we tried to do too is not to show things, so we could potentially go to a publisher and be like, hey, no one's seen this game. Like if you guys want this, this is something you can have and reveal and put part like make part of your portfolio kind of thing. So we tried doing that. It didn't really take, but Lost Orbit wasn't really a good publisher fit kind of game anyways, so it makes sense. But I think that was our idea. Is you know, it seemed like the right thing to do at the time. I don't think it is anymore, but I don't like I'm not mad at myself or anything like that because you don't know, you don't know. So um, every time you release a game, you try stuff, right? You hope what you're doing is the right decisions, and you know, you hope that it all works out. So um, and you never know. Sometimes it works out really well. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't work out well at first, but then it does later. Games are weird. Don't know what you don't know exactly, right? Yeah, and like it's video games too, right? Like the industry changes like weekly, and you know, you have no idea what to expect or what's going to happen and stuff like that. So what worked one year it might not work the next year, and vice versa. So fast. Come on, Unity. Why are you being so slow today? It's like one material. Just download the other one and just get over it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, indie dev and just game dev in general is just madness sometimes, like the industry changes so fast and so many people are making games. Like you could have an awesome game and then people like beat you to the punch or steal some sort of thunder that you had, or you could be making a game that nobody cares about, but by the time you're done and it comes out, it's like the hot new genre. And sometimes you could research that and do a good job of predicting those things. Um, but really, I mean, with a lot of indie devs, we just kind of make something we want to make that we love, and you do your best marketing and doing what you can with it, and then the rest you just kind of hope for the best. I think there's still a large element of luck that comes into play with games, right? I think Among Us is always a great example, in modern times of a game that flopped. Nobody knew about it. It was DOA. Um, and then like a year or two later, whatever it was, all of a sudden the game is like the biggest franchise in the world. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? I mean, how could you can't predict that. You can't plan for that. You can't, that wasn't part of their marketing plan to do terribly and then do amazing all of a sudden. They did a bunch of stuff and things worked out. And, I'm sure part of it was their effort and part of it was a little bit of luck, a little bit of the gamer gods looking down upon us, pointing their finger and being like, you shall be the success. And you shall be forgotten. So the forgotten part is just a general wave of the hand across most of the games that come out. Not to sound very pessimistic, but that's how the games industry goes. But even when your game flops really bad and you don't make any money, there's always at least a few people that will play your game and will love it. And the sad thing is sometimes is when that happens, it's awesome, obviously. But the sad thing is you're like, oh, there's a few people that love it. There's probably a lot of people in the world that would love this game. How can you convince them? Show them, Yeah, it's really weird. Why do I have all these metas? Get out of here. Unity does some weird stuff when it gets out of sync. Okay, one day we'll play this level. It's got lots of syncing too. Yeah, apologies. My Unity had a sort of Unity heart attack this morning. I just turned on my computer and it just wouldn't load. I just clicked the hub, clicked the project, and it was just like, no, man, not doing it. So then I had to delete its library, and then it's like, oh, fine, but I'm gonna take 4 hours to open. Just a little meme to share with you while we wait for Unity. This gave me a good chuckle. A good chuckle was had. My mom lives in a condo building. I used to live with her 15 years ago. That legitimately happens. Sometimes there's a building behind us. And once in a while, they would just have like a singing party, 3 in the morning, on like a Tuesday. Just be like, dude, shut up. Shut up for trying to sleep. Go to school. Sometimes you join in. Sometimes it's good times, but it depends what they're singing. Are you doing it? Okay, there you go. Sorry, I wasn't focused on it. Okay, Unity. So I'm switching to Unreal, all right? I'm probably gonna have the same problems, but at least it'll look different, so I won't be as frustrated. At least for a couple of years. What am I doing? Check in on my PS5 delivery while we're waiting. Your order is on the move. Track it. Tell me where it is. Arriving Friday, July 2nd. Oh, just in time for the weekend. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Come on, Unity. You can do this. Oh, AI brain. Oh, no, it just moved. Secrets in there. Not supposed to be shared. Oh, Google API update. Definitely something I need. Yeah, why do I have all these materials? Goggles. Yeah, why do I have all this stuff? Get out of town. Weird. Okay. Sometimes Unity thinks you have updates when you really don't. Right, this time. All right, come on, baby. Load it up. We were at my friend's house yesterday, and they have this little girl, and she's a little younger than my boy, but she's taller. She's very tall. For her, if anybody is smaller than her, she just calls them baby. It's hilarious. So like my two sons, even though one's older than her, she's just like, baby, come here, baby. Come play in the pool, baby. Funny. Just thinks everybody's a baby. I voted for Caustic Canyon. Oh God. So stupid. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just playing the game. God, all this weight and I vote for the wrong damn level. Okay, we'll get there. One day I will click the correct thing. Pirate Cove. All right. That's the correct one. Yes, it's loading. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Oh, it's still called Asteroid Field. Rawr. Okay. Thank you, Ben. Got some asteroids here. Oh, yes, so much better. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, this is awesome. Cool. Okay, Let's see this full speed. Oh God. Oh yeah, they don't have collisions. Maybe the full track slap is a bad idea because you don't have the options. You're just all dead. It's to have like a ramp slapped on top of it. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, that's too tight. This is just for testing, but good to know these rules. We need like a tell of when it's going to get up. So that's a pretty good tell when it's slapping down. It's a little long there, you know. Test something here. So I'll show you what my brain is going here. Okay, so tracks, environment, tracks. I'll show you some of the other stuff I have too. But so tentacles. Okay. So I have this VFX activation clip, and I have it playing out the whole way, but I actually don't think it needs to be that long. I think all it does is it activates the effect. And when it starts here, this it shouldn't delete it because it's not like hiding and unhiding it. So let me try that. There's just a really long pause at the end of one of them. Let's see, was it the double slam? Oh yeah, see, I have it small here and it works fine, so it's probably okay. Single smash to idle. Yeah, I think I wanted a ring between single smash. That would make sense. Okay. So that's good. Cool. Perfect. Let's play this one more time. Let's check out some other stuff too. Pretty excited. Once I have this all done, I could just go and start putting all this together. I have some other fun things too. I gotta put like collisions on and stuff too, but sure, I put a couple other obstacle type things in. They're pretty fun. I think the hard thing about the tentacles is that one place I'm testing right now, it goes over like an edge, which I kind of like. You get like a, oh shit, Kraken kind of feeling. We've all been there. It's something we've all definitely yelled in our lives before. Damn it, Kraken. But it also, it might be a little much to have all the slaps together like that right after, like, you just get surprised by them and all of a sudden you're just getting slapped. Oh, don't have collisions yet. Oops. Funny. Okay, those little guys do. I guess just the new asteroids don't. I have the new asteroids with the crystals on them. I haven't put any collisions on there yet. Okie dokes. So yeah, tentacles. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's much better. I like when they're the same on both sides. You can kind of learn from one side about what the other side's going to do and for how long. It's a good like learning tutorial, I guess, kind of thing. Whoa, what the hell happened? So I put in a couple other little bits I was working on. Oops. Yeah, we got these bad boys. We got some cannons from some derelict pirate ships. You gotta exaggerate that. Yeah, the boom. Thought it was bigger, but And the cannonballs that fire out are like way bigger than the cannons, but that was kind of the joke I wanted to have. They're kind of like Birdo, where they have like a small beak and it goes like bleh, that shoots out like a big one. Oh, I put collisions on those ones. That'll be another fun prefab to have spawn throughout the level. They're pretty good speeds too, where you can dodge them and stuff. And I made one other thing, which I only kind of put in gingerly in here. Yeah, where is it? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, I have some like shipping containers. So I put some like shipping stuff in here. I have a couple other things, but I don't think I've added them in yet, so. Oh, that was amazing. Shot myself with that thing. Yeah. What the hell? This level's so contrasty. Colors are like in your face for some reason. I feel these should be like shark fins. Water section. Cool. I made a lot of these like house bits modular too, so we can build like bridges and little different house variations. Oh, what the hell happened? Did I go off screen? Huh. Guess the jump was too high. There's not much going on here yet. I haven't really done any obstacles for this yet. I want to get this track done for Friday in like a first pass gameplay kind of thing. Ship here. The ship's kind of small. I think I might scale it up a little or something. And I want to have a couple more ships over here that are sideways and they're like ricketing back and forth, dodging like crates and stuff. And then the rest of the level, I think I'm just gonna have like some more Kraken stuff and more houses. I have this prefab too of these bouncers. What's happening? Why is I doing such crazy things? Is it when I... Huh. Yeah, it was weird. Weird. That one time I just went like really flying over the top. Okay, awesome. So I think I'm pretty happy with the tentacles. Those look awesome. Let's just show that to the team. Actually, yeah, let me take a little video for the team for that one, just because I'm sure Ian and them would like to see the new tentacles in action. And I'll probably change the color of the squid too, so it's not the same squid as our character. Do like a purple one or something. Purple Kraken. Oh, whoa. Did I skip that or weird? I don't know what the heck happened there. Oh. Well, you know, I probably have a track start signal in there that's in the wrong position or something. Anyways. Oh, yeah. What should the track be when I have asteroids flying through it? The dirt doesn't make sense. An asteroid field, the track's kind of see-through, so it kind of makes sense. Maybe I could have something else. I could maybe do like bricks on either side and have some like energy holding it together or something. I don't know. My record button. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Microsoft, for listening. Yeah, slap it. Cool. Put that on the team and throw on our Discord too. This is Lost Merch. Oh, this video slaps. Yeah, slaps. I'll throw that on the Discord later, but I will show it to the team for now. Slaps. New slappers. Cool, perfect. Okie dokes. So let's take a look at some of the other obstacles I have. Let's open Lost Orbit. Or Pirate Cove, whatever. Players called Lost Orbit before. Da, 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 da. Okay. So I built a couple other things. I got, oh, why do you do this to me every single time, Unity? I'm just trying to click on the dang window. All right. Let's go to tracks. Ship floor. Oh yeah, okay. So I also have this water wheel. Oh, it's colossal. Okay, maybe that's too small. Yeah. So I have this water wheel. I have a couple ideas for it. One, I was thinking we could slap it right in the middle of the track. And it could go this way and like hoist people over, just kind of like flip them over the top, which would be kind of disorienting maybe, but it might be kind of fun. So I'm going to go to the beginning of the track here and try this out. Ooh, so I can throw a rotate on those. So I said, now we could have the other way where it like slaps you into the ground if you get caught in there. That would be kind of fun if there's like a hole in the track. I could put a hole right here, so if you mistime it, you just fall in the hole and die. But if you time it when it's coming up, it could like fling you over and maybe like launch you ahead or something. We'll see. But it could be fun if it's going this way and people could smash you into it and it would just shove you under the track and kill you. That'd be kind of cool too. So let's throw some collisions on this thing. What do I have here? Water arm. Did I make this all separate? Cool. Glad I was thinking. Jeez. For once I was thinking. This guy will capsule collider. Whoa. Yeah, it's fine. It's kind of dumb. There's no like cylinder colliders, I guess. I could do a mesh collider for this part. Oh yeah, I guess those are part of it. I'll have to make those two separate objects or whatever. Well, whatever. This is fine for now. I'll make this into a prefab stuff too. So. Okay, this one will do -22. And throw here. Just so I could kill myself at the end and not worry about I just respawn and test this area over and over again. Face me. Alright, let's try this out. Did I vote on the right one? Okay, good. You ever get that where you're like doing something and while you're doing it, you completely forget what you're doing and your mind is just broken? This is my life. Can I move this? It's kind of off to the side, so or something crazy. All right, so 2 water wheels. First one, push you down. Oh, it doesn't like that. Oh, because it thinks I'm off the track, so it's trying to get me back on the track, I think. Oh, that just kind of pushes you back. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Oh, that actually looks really good. So that's awesome. So you kind of get caught up trying to escape. Cool. Oh, I did not label this. What the heck? Can't kill me if I don't label it as a murder object. Okay, let's try this again. I could have the water wheel, and then when it gets you to like the apex, I could put a booster up there that's like invisible. It'll kind of look like you're like getting flung off. That might be. So let's try a couple of these things. So let's get rid of this. I'm going to move this over here. Oh my god. Let's do like -30. Both of these guys should be tagged as track, I believe. My god, we have a lot of tags. Or on a layer, sorry, maybe not tag. It's a layer. Track. Okay, and good measure. Where are boosters? Let's do 20. Okay. 20, 0. I have no idea if this will work. This might be super stupid. I guess this thing's not really centered either. Not using the spline positioner for this, but that's fine. It's just for testing now anyways. Okay, booster. Yeah, let's get you like up here, and I can just make it bigger. Trail. No boost tech. Okay. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. This might be super stupid, but it might also work. That's also game design in a nutshell. Stupid, but it works. All right. Local play, Pepper, Cove. Skip for this vote too at some point. It's causing some issues right now, so I shall add that to our trail. Okay. Oh, the countdown already happened. Okay, so sweet. Oh, I guess it's gonna boot me off the camera, but it does work. Cool. Okay, that did some weird stuff, but that's fine. It's gonna do some weird stuff until we fix the camera. Cool. Yeah, so I feel if I have those things, they're gonna either have to have the camera way up high, or they could be smaller too, I guess. That's the other thing. They're pretty big. The big ones could just shove you down. Maybe we could have like small ones. Should put cushions on these things. This I also don't have. collisions on here? Weird. Yeah, how am I getting off the track over here? Oh, no, my collisions are probably super low, so it's probably bouncing me up over the top. Oh, good. Ah, I see. Yeah, that happens while the thing is still up, so I think those just have to be faster as well. It doesn't make sense that you're going over top when it's super slow. Nope, too fast. Yeah. I could have just less arms too. Those are not in order. And now they are. I don't have a proper even number or odd number, whichever one it's supposed to be. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, just the double one there. Let's try that. Oh, excuse me. That's cool. I think I like that. There's like a delay there. You gotta wait for the thing to like pick you up. But you could potentially get kind of slowed down. That's kind of fun. It's not like even like a really a deterrent or helpful thing. Yeah, this kind of feels like you throws you over the top. That might be too fast. Yeah, too fast. Can't keep up with the collisions. Six is too mighty. Not mighty enough. That's yeah, too much, eh? Maybe the collisions are off sync now or something. Doing this real time. Let's put those arms back. You'll feel better now that it's faster, but with more arms. Oh, good. Let's cross the checkpoint. Cool. Well, there's a bomb in the air. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Still doesn't feel quite right, but I'm also like celebrating while I'm in there, which I'm sure will happen sometimes, but 8 going, and then you go, what? Yeah, might be okay. If anything, it'll just look cool. Just fine too. Cool, okay, I dig that. Okay, we have one more thing I have. I gotta make a prefab out of this thing, I guess, but let's do that quickly just so I don't forget. Environments, where are we? Tracks here. The boost thing, I guess I could make 2 prefabs, one with the boost and one without. Rotate. Oh, this needs to be a photon rotation, whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. Let's create. Water wheel? Let's spell wheel wrong. There we go. Now we got a prefab of this thing. Cool. Oh, we could always do it sideways too. That's the other thing. Let's do this. And then you have to like squeeze in between them or they'll like push you down. That might be kind of fun. Let's try that. Yeah, do something like that. Oh, they could put items on there on each of the arms, so you have to like time your way through. That could be kind of fun. Oh, we could put like different things on each of the arms. That's kind of wild. Like boosters, items, chickens, whatever. Okay, we'll try that. I'll do a booster one later. Just put this here, so I'll put this behind. You. Here. Okay, now the other thing I have, which I have not really gotten working yet, is, how's this? Oh, where is it? Ship floor? Yeah. Okay, so I also have the ship floor, which I think would be kind of neat. Oh, God, it's huge. Why everything I made was so huge this time. Settings must have been off. I like that you can change the scale like when you import stuff, so you don't have to change things all the time. Okay, so this is going to be like a pirate ship. Okay. What should I do? Let me make a prefab out of this thing first. Or then we'll place it. Because I don't want to mess up the rotations when I'm doing this thing, so. so first, it's going to create an empty game object. This shall be called pirate floor. Okay, so first we have a blank one. This is the one we can place and apply our spline positioner and stuff to. This will basically just be our like a little holding vessel. Then I'm going to slap my ship floor in there. Zero this baby out. Oh yeah, look, I exported it as like Y over there and stuff. Let's do timeline. Let's throw this in the timeline. Create timeline art. Timeline. It's Pirate Cove. Glory. Okay, now I have animations for this. Did I actually name them? It's just one animation, I think, right? Why are my things not showing up? Okay, let's call this tilt. So I'll show you what this animation's like. So I have this tilt animation that I made, tilt or sway or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty long. Okay. Shit. Okay. Let's import it a crazy way. Oh, I guess I didn't actually. Oh, I animated the root. Let's do. Good idea. Okay. So, which way is X? That way. Let's do this way here. Okay, so what my animation is. Oh, hey, how's it going?
I just wanted to know if you wanted to like do barbecue tonight since it's pretty late already and to eat salad with like hot dogs.
Sure.
And I'm gonna make some soup, but I just don't think it'll be ready in time.
Yeah, no problem. I'll come up soon. I'm almost done my stream, yeah. Talking about some dinner, gonna make some hot dogs. So I'll show you what this is like. So this, basically, the idea is it's like a pirate floor, like a ship that's like on the waves. I don't know, it's in space, it doesn't make sense. But the idea is that the crates are kind of going left and right. Should loop. Yeah. And so the crates will just be kind of like sliding back and forth. And that way the player can like have a track that crosses this. And doesn't that actually like sway the other way? Just go straight. Weird. I'm gonna have to see how I exported this thing. I might have to re-export it. It's weird. I have to adjust this in Unity. I don't want to do that. So I'll re-export it with a proper phone that I don't animate. So none of this weird stuff happens, but that's kind of the idea. So then the track will pass here, and then people will have to dodge across the crates. And then the cool thing is each of the crates right now is just a cube. And so in Unity, I could like make a bunch of these, put them around the level, and I could replace these crates with like different shapes. They could be like a box, they could be like an A-frame that players could still like go through. It could be like a whole bunch of cool stuff, I think. So I think that'll be kind of neat. So I'll save this prefab, but I'll have to readjust it once I re-export stuff because I exported it not very smart. So Let's rename this thing to Pirate Cove. Same with my water wheel. Just gonna keep my naming consistent. Cool. Okay, we'll do that tomorrow. Today I gotta go make some food. So, but the prefab's ready. I'm gonna re-export it. I'm gonna pop that open after this and re-export it. We'll get this working, and then tomorrow we could just adjust all the. We can start placing all the stuff in the tracks. So that should be pretty awesome. So, cool, awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Pretty long stream today. It's almost 4 hours almost. So I like it. Tomorrow's gonna be a little shorter. I'm gonna start a little later. I start at 3 o'clock tomorrow, just because. Gotta take my son to the dentist in the morning. It's at like 11, but I'm assuming it's gonna be a huge disaster. So by the time I get home, and whatever, everybody calms down. It might be some time. So, anyways, thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. If you like what you saw and you want to keep following, please join me on my streams. I do them twice a week, or you can join our Discord. And we post some updates and stuff there too, and then you can be part of our playtests and all that kind of jam that we do for the game. So awesome, thanks everybody. And if you ever have any questions about anything I'm doing, or you want me to show you anything that I'm doing, or any extra stuff, or like Unity questions or whatever, please feel free to let me know. I got time, so we can talk about whatever. But anyways, thanks everybody. You have a good day. Fine Monday. I'll play some games. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.